This movie is a sequel to 2019 Knives Out, which tells a story about a famed detective who travels to Greece for his latest case. This movie is simply mediocre and definitely worse than its predecessor. This typical whodunit story requires not just intriguing mystery, but also compelling characters. Unfortunately, this movie has a bad script, uninteresting characters, complete with phony political angle. Characters in this movie are generally forgettable, and as a group, they decidedly lack chemistry. This movie is mistaking the collection of thinly written stock types and one-note performances for more compelling characterizations. It's really lazy, introduce us to its near full cast right at the outset with chaotic montage, like it assumes that we should already know who everyone is. This movie drops one defining biographical detail about the characters at the beginning and never elaborates. The actors then play up their own personalities rather than develop memorable characters. The movie takes so long with the film setup that we are forced to spend what feels like an eternity with these characters, and they are also one note in their characterizations that they never truly become comic relief or genuine suspects. It's all insufferably uninspiring, and it doesn't so much feed us any information of who these characters are as it does pack a lot of very lame visual gags and one-liners into a very dense sequence. It's really boring listening to these bland people talking about this rich guy and the supposed shenanigans happening around him. The movie's depiction of the wealthy behaving badly also seems tame. It has certain ideas involving social norms and class. Unfortunately, any serious engagement with those ideas is abandoned for a cheaper and easier anarchism that never squares itself with this film's own lavish production. It takes an hour for any murders to happen, and that's definitely a problem in a murder mystery movie. To make it worse, the clues and the mystery are not that interesting or compelling. It's rather bland and annoying. There are some occasional fresh ideas, but these ultimately lead nowhere and provide no clues whatsoever. The ideas was so exhaustingly padded out with the more hollow cleverness of this film's endless pop culture references. The movie stops way short of satire, as it never entices us to take an active interest in this new cast of characters, and there isn't much suspense or high stakes to speak of, even when things start to head south. Each scene is nothing but one exposition dump after another, trying to make obvious revelations sound revelatory, when we can all see them coming a mile away. All the plot twists are nothing more than red herrings, as the ultimate solution is obvious, hiding in plain sight. Overall, the predecessor movie was underwhelming, but this one is actually much worse. We do not recommend this movie at all.